What's up, guys? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, hi, hello. What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Pile on in here. Pile on in here. How's everybody doing? I don't know who's all here tonight, so I'm going to wait and give you guys just a second. Start saying hi and whatever. That way I can tell exactly who's all here. Cody, how you doing, man? I do see your name at the top of tonight's chat. What's happening, fellas? Welcome in. Logan, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry about last night, guys. I really am. I was dead tired last night. I just couldn't do it. I'm all right. All right, Cody. Doing all right. It was just rough night for me. The night before, rough night at work. Needed some sleep. I literally got home, laid down for 5 minutes, and was out. So it was barely long enough for me to let you guys know I wasn't going to be streaming. Changed the time on it, and I literally went in, laid down 2 minutes, if that. I was asleep. Yeah, last Thursday I had something to do Friday morning, early Friday morning. Part of why my sleep schedule's so off. I'll tell you guys more about that here in a little bit as we get more people piling on here. Some big news for the channel. I don't know if I'd say good news or bad news, but big news. Yeah, better day today than yesterday, Aaron. Much better day today. Nicholas, how you doing, man? M.A. Farmer, welcome in. How you doing, man? Welcome on in, guys. Give me just a little bit here. We'll get to that news. It's pretty big stuff, and it's something I want as many people to catch as possible. And I will be putting out a video as I find more details out about it, but I can share some information with you guys tonight. Can start to talk about what's going on. It's big stuff. It's big stuff. Finally got a stream? Yeah. Thanks, man. Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. This field's pretty huge. We got a lot of work today. I might see about taking out a loan and buying another combine. This field's pretty big. And I'm finding these fields are all fairly big, so it might not hurt to have 2 combines on the farm. I'm leasing this sunflower header. I'll try to make things go a little bit faster, but it is a lot of field to cover. Hopefully we can get most of it done tonight at least. A lot of field to cover, though, so we'll see how it goes. At some point tonight, I want to see about implementing a path between a couple of areas on the farm as well that I've been meaning to put in. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome in, buddy. Pivot on any farm bill? I have not. I actually have not messed with the pivot at all. It's been something I've been meaning to do, actually. Just don't have very many farms with round fields where that would work very well. Although, to be honest, I haven't really played with it very much, so like I don't know. There might be more I could do with it than what I think I can. So I don't know. I need to watch a few videos on it. Something I've been meaning to do as well. Been very busy lately. It's been hard to check out stuff that's come out of the game. Yeah, Aaron, 5.1K. We actually just hit 5.1K tonight. Just hit the 5.1. Gone up a little over 100 this month, which has been a pretty good month for growth, actually. It's been pretty nice. Of course, winter months, you know, things start to get views up a little bit in the winter months. Helps quite a bit. Yeah, channel's growing like crazy, man. Been awesome. I got permission to use a few pieces. It looks so cool. Back home in Matt said take a break. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I honestly at some point should have taken a slight break from the 1025 myself. I feel like that would have helped a lot, that project. As of right now, I'm just completely freaking stuck in a spot that's hard to contend with. Rippin', I got some news for the channel tonight, to do with what's going on with modding and where the channel's at and such like that, and I'll get more into it, but in short, I probably will not be making a Barn Dominium for all platforms. I do apologize. I actually have never done Implaceables before. The mod I'm working on is my first mod in general, so I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing with Placeables. There's guys out there that do know, and I would suggest catching them on Facebook, YouTube, stuff like that. See if you can't, see if somebody is interested in it there. Might be a better bet than me. Yeah, I won't say that it's... You guys ready? Let's go ahead and get into it. I might even go ahead and take a slight pause here. Let's go into just chatting. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Kind of a serious conversation. Let me pause this just a moment. The 1025 is probably still going to happen. I won't say that it's not going to happen, but here's the news, right? So, with Miss Tack's job, she is managing to keep her job, which was good news that I found out last week. I'm very blessed that is happening. I am keeping my job, so I'm blessed that is happening. But Miss Tack and I, for a little while now, have felt like we have kind of hit a wall financially. We've been trying to buy a house for a long time. She's been wanting to further her education for a long time, and we haven't had resources to make those things happen. So we've come up with a plan to start to make things happen. Friday morning, I met with an Army National Guard recruiter. I, at this current time, am planning to join the Army National Guard as a 91E Allied Trade Specialist, which is basically what I do for normal work. And in so doing, could grant me up to an E4 starting out in the Army National Guard. So, if all that is to happen, I will probably be taking several months off of streaming for basic and AIT and all that. Now, I don't have any dates yet. I don't know exact details yet. I am still in the process of beginning all this stuff. Next Thursday, I go to take an ASVAB, so I will not be streaming next Thursday. Gonna go take that, see how we do, see if everything is gonna go the way that I think it will. I took an ASVAB back in 10th grade and did extremely well on it. I've been taking practice ASVABs all weekend and have done very well on those. If I am to test well on the ASVAB, it could actually get me up to possibly an E5. So if that's the case, it would most certainly be happening. So, with all that being said, our current timeline goal, obviously, with it being the Army, it's kind of up to them and how things go. Current goal would be that I leave in the beginning of April for basic. Current goal. With that being said, that would mean several other things are going to happen. For starters, Miss Tack would be moving in with her grandma for a temporary amount of time while I'm at basic, which means that we would be moving out of this house, which would mean that I don't have a stream room anymore. So if we're doing all of that, which is partially to help save some money to buy a house for when I get back, potentially starting in January, February, I'd be stepping away from streaming for a while. And if I do get some of my work certifications to transfer over and test well on the ASVAB, I would be gone for at least 3 months. So, if not longer. And then when I get back, obviously I'm gonna take some time, try to see where we're at financially, see about buying a house. And until I get into a new house, I probably wouldn't be streaming. So there's kind of that. I'm hoping to get the mod done by the end of this year, but at current pace, we are looking a little behind schedule. I am hoping that worst case scenario, it is not done by the end of this year. I could potentially pass the project off to somebody else to have it finished. I want you guys to have it. I've put a ton of work into getting it this far, and I don't want to see the project die where it is. So I want this to come to Mod Hub. I want this to be done properly by somebody who knows what they're doing. So at this current time, I am speaking with a few other modders to see about finishing it up, or talking to, I'm going to be Keith right there. We will push harder. Yeah, Keith and Josh, maybe we could work something out. Maybe I'd pass it off to you guys, and it doesn't need to be done, by the end of the year, but I want to try to get as much done as I can before I leave. And if I don't finish it, then we will go from there. So yes, Nicholas, feel free to DM me on Discord or wherever. So that's my channel news. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm not 100% for sure on everything. I still need to obviously pass a physical and, do well on the ASVAB, and all this other stuff needs to happen. But if everything does go the way that I'm hoping it'll go, I'm looking at probably next year not streaming for a while. Yeah, that's that. Let's get back into the game for a little while. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. Let me start the music back up for you guys. I really am excited for it, honestly. I want to put that out there. This is something I've wanted to do since I was a kid. I wanted to join the military since I was a kid. And, the option really didn't present itself to me at 18. But at my current stage in life, this is really kind of an opportunity that is could be extremely beneficial to me and my family. It's I could realistically put MISTAC or MiniTAC through college. I could take care of a lot of credit card debt. I'm looking at a fairly substantial sign-on bonus that would be handed to me in cash after basic and AIT is complete. It's a chance for me to travel a little bit. It's a chance for me to gain some training and some knowledge that my current job is not really giving me, but would help me in my current job, right? Leadership experience, and also just continuing to do basically what it is that I already do for the Army can help transfer over to my civilian job and really help me grow there. So it's kind of a double whammy, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of serious benefits to it, and the longer me and Ms. Tack have looked into it, the less cons we've been able to find. Things that we thought might be issues really have turned into be mostly net positives. It's there's a lot of really cool opportunity. And hopefully when I get back, I can, enhance my position at work, potentially get myself a first shift job like I've been trying to do for a long time, which is a lot of what's bringing this on, is getting a first shift job has been very, very difficult for me for the past 7 years, basically. I've been stuck on second shift, and it's been driving me nuts, man. I'll be honest with you. It's been tough on me, and then Minitac starts school next year. So it's time that I see if I can't do something else about it, if you know what I mean. It's time to intervene another way, and hopefully with that get myself in a first shift job, hopefully making more money, hopefully being able to spend more time on streams and more time creating content when it's all said and done. Furthermore, if everything does go according to plan, I know so much more about YouTube from the experiences we've had the past couple years here on the channel. I know what we would need to do if I was to get more time to put into content. I'd be able to put more content out for you guys, better content. And at this current stage of the game, yes, the channel is growing. I won't say it's not, but I could do more if I had more time, and I really want to get more time to do this. Long-term goal really is YouTube, and really is, what I do here. But to get there, I need to make another leap, so to speak. And, the Discord will still be there. You guys feel free to chat on there, and I'll have Miss Tack keep up with you guys, keep you guys updated as she hears from me, and, hopefully we can still somewhat communicate a little bit while I'm gone. As soon as I get back from basic and AIT and everything, maybe we could do some Discord calls. Maybe we'll do a stream or two if I can, somehow or another. I'm hoping to purchase a laptop at some point, which would at least give me the ability to somewhat stream. Do something, here or there, maybe even live stream off my phone or something, Hopefully we can still involve you guys somewhat in all of the processes while I'm gone and taking my small break and whatever. I'm going to get myself caught out here on an island, ain't I? I need a map. We need a map. How are we going to get back to the trailer? We need to cut a hard corner straight that way. Hopefully we can make it across the field. I don't think we can. I don't think we're going to be able to. Caught myself way out here on an island, didn't I? Alright, well, what we'll do is we'll back up and we'll pull the truck around to me. Yeah. Yep, I've got a lot of family in the Guard, and a lot of friends that have gone through the same processes and had the same thoughts when they signed up. And there's a lot of well-placed judgment behind my decisions here. It's not a decision I've come to lightly. It's been one that's been occurring in my mind for the past several months leading up to this. It's a big commitment. It really is. It's something me and Miss Tack have talked about for a long time. Like I said, I know a lot of people that have done it, and a lot of family that has had their lives bettered from the experience overall, and it's been a big influence on my decision. My uncle has been in for 10 years in the National Guard. He set me up with this recruiter. It's a close friend of his that's very straight up and honest about the process and how everything works. And I've done a lot of talking to a lot of people. I'd have a nice chunk, but I wouldn't have a $20,000 chunk. That's the sign-on bonus that I'm currently looking at. And if I happen to do as well on my ASVAB as I think I will, it could even be more. So I scored a 97 on my ASVAB in 10th grade, and I took a practice ASVAB yesterday, and I scored a 97. So that's a fairly significant chunk. On top of that, SCRA, I don't know if you've ever heard of SCRA. Basically a bill that grants 6% credit lines for military members. In my process to build the channel up, I took out a business credit card for the channel. And that business credit card is fairly maxed out at this point and hasn't been easy to get paid back off due to the interest rate being at 24%. A CRA basically makes all lines of credit 6% for military members, and potentially even offers kickbacks to interest paid in over the time the account's been held. So that could really really help out a lot there. Sure, I won't say it's not possible, Josh, but my morals are too high. I'll be honest with you. That's a factor there. I prefer to make my mods free and available to the public, to the people that play on consoles, because that's where I started, and that's where I felt mods were needed most. I won't say that it wouldn't be nice to make some serious cash off of what I do, but I'll be honest, I don't know that my skills are quite up to that par yet where I would want that kind of money for it. It would be nice, don't get me wrong, but and I don't blame anyone that does do it, because that is some serious cash, but I don't know that I could do it. Another problem for me is a lot of the trucks that I see on Patreons are edits of somebody else's work, and that bothers the shit out of me, if I'm being honest. Just gonna edit somebody else's work and charge a crap ton of money for it, then what the hell? You know, is what it is, I guess. Top of that, modeling isn't really my dream. YouTube is my dream. Eventually, that's where I'd really like to focus my resources and my time and my energy. And a YouTube channel about modeling, well, hasn't been the best. Compensation for your time, absolutely. I won't say that that's not true, but really the compensation I want for the 1025 is people to enjoy the mod and spend time enjoying it, playing the game with it. And that's people from console players to PC players to whoever. That's really what I want. Come together for giggles and laughs. Exactly. I want this YouTube channel to pay for itself. Not donations. I want ad revenue to pay for this channel. I want Big Google to pay to give us those laughs and that enjoyment. That's really what I want. Sure, but most of them, the Patreon releases are early release versions for testing. And technically it's against Giants' terms of service, but for a lot of those that do that. Not all of them, I won't say all of them, but a fair portion. Phil's flood attack. Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty cool. I got this opened up. I'm going to go back down here. I want to empty this out, and then we're going to continue along that back stretch. Just wanted to open up the corner here so I could get equipment down through here. If I happen to find myself caught near the corner again, where we don't have to drive all the way around. So I don't want to bash on anybody that does do the Patreon. Like I said, I totally understand why, and it is a very profitable way to enjoy playing Farming Simulator, enjoy modeling. I don't know that that's for me. Appreciate it, Nicholas. Appreciate it, man. I will check it out after the stream. Give it a good read. They'll have some time to respond to you after. Let's see if we can't get the rest of the way around this field and be able to open this up a little better. I think I do want to get another combine in here. I wasn't sure for sure that I did, but I do think that would be a good idea. I think this corner makes for a nice natural split as well. There's a long way around this field. It's one hell of a sunflower field for sure, huh? Should be able to get quite a bit out of this. I really, really, really am enjoying this map. This map's really beautiful. Could really sit in the cab all day and just go at it on this. Yeah, I seen something in particular pop up on Facebook Marketplace the other day. A guy took a cab off of an older John Deere combine and put it on wheels and built a Farming Simulator gaming rig out of it with mounted a TV in front of the windshield and all sorts of crazy stuff. It's really, really cool. I'd have to find it and show you guys. Apparently the guy's on TikTok though, and he's selling the rig. He wants $8 grand for it though, so no time soon for me. No time soon for me. Depending on how much my house costs after I get back, maybe with some extra funds, it'd be a cool coming back present to myself. Complete with PC and TVs and everything else, wheel and yeah, $8 grand is probably way too much. I agree. $8 grand that's a lot of money. It is amazing. Didn't know he was selling it. Yeah, it's for sale on Facebook Marketplace right now. Happened to see it scrolling the other day. For sure, Cody. It's been very cool. Aaron, I can show you. Actually, I have it in game with me right now. Have it in game somewhere in here. I think it was back at the beginning. It was. So you have your engine set up, 1023, 1025R, with a hydrostatic. Also, there's a 31 mile an hour option. Make things a little faster for you. Insane and fun time. These two engine options might change a little bit yet. Wheel setup. You got standards. You got Michelin, standards, fats, tracks, back to standard. We got a Midas, we got a Vredenstein, and Nokian. Rops is an option, whether you want it or not. Rops with roof. I hadn't noticed the horns up there. I don't know which update those came in, but that's quite cool. Dirt wear mask. I'm still stumped on him, man. I'm still stumped. I'm gonna get some extra help this weekend on it though. Next Monday we will be making some progress on it. I'm going to call in some help this weekend. That being said, I have a lot of other stuff I got to do this weekend. I got to study for some the ab stuff, and all that good stuff. So you got 1023E decals. If you go to 1025R, decals change. Front loader attacher. Yes or no. Color options. You can go Kubota orange if you want. You can go whatever color seat you want. Obviously, you see some dirt wear mask issues here, but yes, it is coming along. It's got a lot of work to go, but it is very nice. All sorts of attachments for it. Let me see if I can't find it in here. I think it's towards the top, if I remember right. Maybe not. Loader, still some issues to fix there. Mower deck. A rear weight with weight options. You got a box blade with logos. You got pallet fork. How do I stream? It's pretty easy. I use Streamlabs. Which, speaking of which, I've canceled most of my subscriptions for the stream, so we are going to start losing some stuff. Yeah, Groot, that's a Keith Bleeker creation there. Some decals here for this guy. Honestly, forgot we had these. There's a warning decal supposed to show up. I'm on the wrong version of it currently in this mod folder, but yes, there's decals. A couple that aren't showing up, but that's okay. Log fork. Looking fantastic. It all looks great, I think. Just needs some dirt and wear masks, a few more bug fixes, and etc., etc. The John Deere Slux logo, Keith. Asking about that. Yeah, there's still some work coming. Like Johnny asked about the work. Dirt and wear masks have been the biggest holdup at the moment. I don't know how to do them. Is the main issue at the moment. I just don't know how they work. I've tried about 3 dozen different YouTube videos trying to educate me on how to do them, and I still can't get one to come out right. I'm stuck in the same spot. It's to do with UV masks. Nobody does a very good video on how to do UV masks in Blender, so I got to get a hold of somebody that knows how to do good UV masks in Blender and hopefully learn. So, let's continue this way, and I should be able to link back up with the trailer, I think. Might come just a little bit short, but we should be able to catch it up. We could stop up here and unload at the yeah, let's do that. We'll unload at the auger. And should have plenty of room to get back around. Jamie Fonseca, appreciate the subscribe, man. Appreciate the subscribe. 1023 IE in real life. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Eventually there will be a cab and a backhoe for it, but obviously with everything I've talked about this stream with going into the guard, that update may end up delayed. We'll see. See how that works out. Streaming help make money. So, yes, back when the streams were doing really well and we were getting good amounts of donations and everything, we could make about $400 in a month, roughly. We had months when I very first got monetized that we did a lot better than that. We would get, you know, I think we had an $800 month at one point. I think it was the month that I got monetized on YouTube. But most of that was through donations. And the problem is donations are hard to sustain. It's hard, especially with today's economy, to suspect those kinds of donations. That just doesn't happen. So now that I'm not really getting donations like that, we have been averaging about $60 a month. And for the amount of hours that go into streaming that you guys see, obviously I've been slacking lately and taking a lot of time off, and things have been difficult there. We've been very slow. Now, to earn a YouTube paycheck for a month, you have to make at least $100. So if I make $60 one month, that means I don't get paid that month. It gets added into the next month's money. So that's basically how that works. About a sponsor. So the issue, Daniel, with sponsors is you have to get enough views for sponsors to want to pay you. And at this current time, we're not getting enough views to pick up channel sponsors. We do have a few. So G-Portal is a channel sponsor. And anytime you guys sign up for a G-Portal server using the link that's in chat, that pops up every couple minutes, I earn 10% on that. Saves you guys 10%, and I earn 10%, which is nice. But let me say this is, I actually have not had any of you guys sign up for a server on G-Portal. So I have yet to earn any money from G-Portal since I became sponsored by them, which was well over a year ago. The other way is through Giants, because I'm a Giants partner. I can earn a little bit of kickback from Giants if you guys are to buy Farming Simulator or any of the DLC using my code, which is code tactical, when you check out on the Giants website. Now that, of course, does not apply to Steam sales, Xbox sales, PlayStation sales. It's only to the Giants developer network, or the Giants download portal. So I actually haven't earned anything from there either since I became a Giants partner, which, again, well over a year ago now that I became a Giants partner. So yes, sponsors are a thing, but I actually have never made anything from sponsors. Congrats on the new job. I don't have it yet, Faber, and I don't know that I'd consider it quite a new job. Still have to go through a lot to get to that point. I filled out about a 30-page booklet on it today for entrance and all that stuff. There's a lot to it. Misinformed yet? Yeah, not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Giants partner thing work. So you have to have a certain number of subscribers on YouTube, or combined between Facebook followers, YouTube subscribers, TikTok followers, X followers, formerly Twitter. And Giants basically gives you a code. Yeah, the field's messed up right there. I'm going to have to come back and hit that from the side. I'll wait till I get completely through the field and come back for that. But and then anytime anybody uses that code at checkout, you would earn a certain amount of money for that. I think it's like 10% or something like that. I honestly don't know. I've never made a sale through it. So that's that. The other way you make money on YouTube, if not from ads, is through people becoming members. You would earn 70% of memberships. So say somebody pays for a $10 membership, I would earn $7, and that's a monthly subscription. Although, to be honest, we do not have a whole lot of members at the moment. There's a few. Faber coming in chat, there is a member. There's a few. We do make a little bit of money from that, and that's honestly where most of the channel's income comes from, because YouTube ad revenue is not very much money. On average, it's about $3 per 1,000 views. It's not very much. And shorts, YouTube shorts, do not count anywhere near as much. So you have to get a ton of views on shorts to make any money from. I average about 30 to 40,000 views a month. And shorts accounts for or most of those views. The streams are basically my ad revenue. I agree, Aaron, and that's one of the reasons that I'm kind of avoiding the whole Patreon method of doing things. As much as it would really help me out, I really don't want to do it that way. I don't necessarily love that route. The game's, you already paid money for the game. I hate to charge people money for a mod. I don't think that's fair, especially since there's so many good free mods out there. That's kind of my thought on it. And I'm probably wrong, and there's probably plenty of reasons why I should say forget that and look out for myself, but I don't feel right about that, personally. How's my mod coming along? It's hit a roadblock, but I am going to get some help this weekend on it, I hope. Yep, we're heading over, Cody. We're heading over. I just caught it myself. Realized we were at 85%. Good time to stop and unload. I need to take out a loan for another combine. That's what needs to happen right this minute, though. Okay, so that pipe's a little long. A little taller than I thought it was. There we go. Rubbing pipes. Don't mind me. That's a joke all in and of itself. Let's just lease one for now, just to get another one out here. What's the biggest combine I can get for the cheapest lease cost? Probably with this guy. That'll work. Let me go with a nice grain tank extension. I think that'll work. Get a long pipe on it just to make sure we're good there. I don't want to pull up to this thing and not be able to get the pipe over the edge of it. Lease that. Jason, that's awesome, man. Congrats. Keep it up, man. It's hard. It's a lot of work, but keep on it. I need headers. And we're gonna lease the. That's the big one, right? Yes, that is the biggest one. Lease that guy. Looks like I added a new fire truck. I have not actually noticed that. That's cool. It's cool if they did. Emergency package is shaping out to be really nice. I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about it. Let me set this guy up, and I'm gonna hire a worker on him. We could keep it moving. Probably gonna start it down by the road. Aaron, I think part of your message is missing. Post your mod. Brand of the grain cart. That's a... Hang on, give me 2 seconds here. I'll get back to it and tell you. I want to say... I'll pull it up here in the shop and we'll check it that way. Owned... I think it's yeah, it's the Brand Avalanche. Avalanche 1596. I'm not sure who does that mod, but I believe it was a base game equipment back in 19 or 17, one of the two. Off-road fire truck fire. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Love to see stuff like that. Yeah, I'm positive it's on Mod Hub. I want to say J&M modded, maybe? Is that one? Maybe? Something like that. I could be wrong. I know it's been in several of the games, though. It's green. It matches everything else, so well with it. Just a minute here. As soon as I get him on a path that's relatively straight, I'll probably see about... He missed some section over there. That's okay. We'll go back for it. But I want to get the carts unloaded. We got a lot of sunflowers in those. J&M carts not on console. Yeah, I agree. That's a brand I wish we had. Exciting news. This is my last little pufferoo here. I'm gonna finish this one up and that's it for me. Making myself quit. Well, that's cool. I've done that for a long time and it's probably a time to kick that habit. Say joining the National Guard's a good way to get yourself to do stuff like that. It's probably time. Probably time anyway. Hi, Jason. How are you, man? The 80 Chevy changing the name a little bit, buy style on the top of the Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Have to let me know how it goes for you, man. Let me get this guy. Let's go unload what we can out of the cart up there. Should I download for the GE? You're wanting to do some mods, Nicholas? Wanting to do some mods? Trio, welcome in, man. How you doing, buddy? So you'll need Giants Editor, which is available on the Giants Developer Network website. If you're wanting to make a mod completely from scratch, you're going to need either Blender or Maya. Blender is free, but Maya is probably slightly better, but it costs a lot of money, so that's up to you. It's a judgment call you'll have to make for yourself. I would suggest watching videos on the differences between the two, so that way you can make a good informed decision for yourself. If you have the money to spend on Maya, it may be worth it to you. That being said, I did not, so I went with Blender. You're probably gonna need Substance Painter, which costs about $20 a month, roughly. I would wait to sign up for Substance Painter until you really need it. That way you can save yourself some money, because it might take you a while to make a model, and you really don't need Substance Painter until the model is pretty much complete. You're gonna need Notepad++. And I think that's basically it. Can I find all of it? You're gonna have to look all over the internet, because nobody makes all of the programs. Like I said, Giants Editor, you'll find on the Giants Developer Network site. You might need the... there's a couple things on Giants Developer site that you might need. I can pull it up here in just a moment and show you some of the different things. I'll post a link in chat for you to get it up. You will need to create a login and all that good stuff. There's a test runner in there for testing your running tests on your mods to make sure everything's complete. Here, let's pop up Mr. Google here. We get a new tab running. Giants Developer Network right there. Copy this, delete that, get that out of there. Paste. Drop that in. Latest products. You're gonna need. So here's all the modding tutorials. This can kind of help you out if you're having trouble with something from time to time. Not always though. You're gonna need. It's these latest downloads. It's gonna make me log in. No, I'm already registered. Log in. There we go. I already have a Giants developer account. Why are you giving me this crap? Okay, downloads. So you're gonna need Giants Editor 9.04. Don't click on it if you already have it. You're gonna need whatever you decide to go with. If you go with Maya, you're going to need the exporter plugins. If you go with Blender, you're going to need the Blender plugins. You're going to need the debugger, can be helpful. I've never used this loop synthesis tool, but it could be helpful. The texture tool, never used. The Farming Simulator 22 icon generator, the test runner. I think that's basically it. There's a lot in here that help you out. That at least gets you most of them. Substance is a if I can get you to approximate link for that. It's an Adobe product. Here's a rough link to it. Copy, I can't just drag it for some reason. It's a super long link, so I can't just drop the whole link. But anyway, it's on the Adobe website. You'll have to find it there. And then if you go with Blender, hit blender.org. Super simple. Free download. That's basically it. That's basically everything you'll need. At least get you started. Notepad++ might already be on your PC. Bum hurts? Why'd your bum hurt? It's a weird thing to have hurting. How are my combines doing? This one's about full. Let's see if we can't... see if I can't go unload this guy real quick before he gets completely full. Hopefully he makes it to the end of that row. I don't think he will. Shall see, though. At least start following him here. We're getting a lot more done, though. Having two go at it. Gives me some room to drive around a little bit and get some other fun stuff done. A lot of work and a lot of thinking. Yeah. Basically, Groot. A lot of work and a lot of thinking. That's basically been the story of my life for the past several months. That's modding in a nutshell. That's everything in a nutshell anyway. Basically. Mr. T-Bone, how you doing, man? Welcome in. How's T-Bone today? Come on, we'll get you unloaded. The whole thing inside. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm here, T-Bone. I'm here. A lot of stuff going on in the world of attack these days. I'm hanging in there, though. I mean, I'm having trouble getting up the hill, keeping up with the combine. 9-mile-an-hour header's hard to keep up with uphill. Come on, tractor, you could do it. It's not that heavy. It's pretty heavy, but... Come on, man. We can do it. Catch up to him. Oh, my goodness. It's a rough day when the combine's faster than the grain car, huh? I might have to hook this guy up to the 9RT. I have one of those on this farm. Maybe I should go grab it. Figured I'd do it with this guy, but at least it would look cool. Mind parking it for a second and unloading? Thanks. The other one's full too. Let's get the truck back over there. Use manual gears. Yeah, I really should use manual more often, but being on keyboard and mouse, I find it really kind of tricky to do. Yeah. I will say with everything else that's going on, guys, I know there's that GPU fund up in the top right-hand corner. I may possibly be reallocating that towards a laptop for some temporary streams while everything's going on with the with Army stuff and whatnot else. I hope that's a fair compromise, and that could also be used to multi-stream, basically, or basically what you would do is you would set up the laptop to stream what the PC is capturing, basically, and it would help a lot with the streams in general, even if I don't end up going into the Army. So I know it says GPU fund, but that may, like I said, end up getting reallocated. I hope that's a fair compromise. It'll help a ton. It's a point I've been meaning to bring up today. Haven't decided yet exactly what we're doing there. Told you guys, what was it last week? A fair portion of that money is actually from me, a Mistax savings account. Added in there. Was planning on getting the GPU for Christmas here to help the streams, but that's like I said, I may end up going with a laptop with a fairly sophisticated GPU, and that would help out anyway. I think I do want to rehook this. Let me grab the 9RT. I think that would be more beneficial to us here with the grain cart. Pull this guy off to the side for a moment. Let's grab that. Where is my 9RT? There it is. Maybe a little faster. We'll see. See how it does with the grain cart. Send you the other mod through Discord. Right on. Right on, man. Nick Kelly, how you doing, man? How are you? Case tractor, lol. Get out of here. Get out of here. Case crap. Need none of that. Yeah, like I said, though, I'll try to keep you guys updated as I find out more information. If really, I'm just kind of waiting to take that ASVAB next Thursday. The following Monday, I should be able to give you some more information, hopefully. Hopefully. Is that barn? for a tow truck or something else. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't want to spend any major money yet. Most of the money we have at this point is mostly legit money. Of course, after this harvest, I'm sure we'll have a lot more money to play with. Hopefully. Maybe that would be a decent investment for the farm, be a tow truck or something like that. Yeah, this seems like it's pulling it a whole lot better. Appreciate it, Jason. So I really do think it's probably our best option at this point to try to move forward. Haven't been stuck this long on trying to buy a house with the interest rates what they are, and you know, trying to procure money for a down payment has been damn near impossible. It's just, I mean, you guys see it. The stream hasn't changed at all in the time that I've been streaming. Really, I mean, we've moved I've moved the office around, but everything that's in the background has been in the background since day one. It's not like I get to spend much money on this stuff, and you know, between me and Miss Tack, we make pretty good money, but it's just not enough to move forward with our lives and move in the direction we want to move. And you know, part of why I wanted to start streaming was, you know, kind of hoping that maybe it could help push us in that direction. Unfortunately, it's helped slightly, but not enough. And hopefully doing this will start helping us push in that direction. I could put Miss Tack through college. I could put Minnie through college eventually if she wanted to go to college. I could do a lot of different things with Army benefits that I can't do at this point in time without them. And it's a big deal, you know. It might be the best way we have to move forward, and I'm really hoping it could make a difference. And Aaron, I do appreciate it. I do understand most people can't. That's the state of the economy right now. It's just, that's the way it is for everybody at this point in time. Nobody has money for YouTube donations at this point in time. It is what it is, you know, and that's really the goal with the YouTube channel was to make YouTube pay me that money. It's something that just got to work towards, you know. Have to have a down payment. The closing costs of my house. We can take out my 401k to do it. See, the problem for me, I thought about doing that, Johnny, was taking out my 401k, but I did that back during COVID because COVID massively affected me at the time. I had several things go wrong for me during that time period, and I needed to take out money against my 401k to handle the issues, and doing that again would really, really hurt me in the long run. I don't want to do it again. It helped me at the time. I was able to take care of several things that needed to be taken care of, but doing it again is not really an option at this point. I wish it was, because that would solve a lot of my issues. You can find the field, correct? Yeah, the state of this economy we're having right now is really just BS, to be honest with you. This Bidenomics crap, or Bidenomics, whatever the hell he's calling it, is just absolute bull. And it sucks, but it's where we're at, you know? It's it is what it is. Yeah. Say the other part of this is I will probably be taking a different job at work in a different department that would require me to work more overtime. So, depending on how that interview goes, potentially by the end of the year, I may have less time for streams because I'd have to work overtime and all that crap. I don't want to get too worried about that yet because it hasn't happened yet. I haven't really made it too far into that process. But if that does end up happening, I could really slow our flow down here as well. It would be more money, but it would also be a lot more overtime potentially. And I don't want to get too worried about that yet until it happens. But that's about the only way to move forward at this point with that too. So. Make it to the end of this strip here, and then I'm going to turn you around. We're going to let that guy handle the rest of this field. We're getting taking enough taxes out on us. Luckily, sure, I got enough back to cover. Oh, that's good. So during COVID, it was basically you could do it for minimal long-term incursion, and that was the only reason I did it. It was, basically it was going to cost me like $1,000 over the next 3 years, basically, in my taxes. So it was, $333 a year or whatever. And I'm through that now, but the problem is that the first year it made the amount of taxes I was getting back significantly less, and it really kind of put a strain on me because I needed it that year, having just taken out of my 401k. It was like, man, I really kind of need a tax return. Try to get myself back in order here, and yeah, it was pretty rough. The other part about going into the Army, is that it would make my cost of living expenses for while I'm gone in basic and AIT zero, essentially. Just my truck payment, my credit card payments would be all that I'd need to pay while I'm gone. Mistac would continue working and saving money while still receiving checks from, me being in the military. And, the amount that we could save doing that plus a $20,000 cash bonus would be very, very significant in getting ourselves to buy a house. That's what we need at this point. Short of the Army, I'm struggling to come up with other ways to do it. If there was other serious options to do it, I'd be looking at them, but there's really not very many of those out there, so. Did he just put his header up? Is that what I just seen? I think he did. Yep, he sure did. That was a good eye there. I almost missed it. Just gonna haul the truck back over to get it unloaded. German Fire Department in the game. There you go. Be cool if somebody made a U.S. Fire Department, huh? I imagine more fire trucks will come out when that comes out as well. Imagine there's probably a couple people that are just holding them on the shelves for now until that pack comes out. So hopefully there's quite a bit of content that happens when that happens. I have been Mistac and I have been really, for the past 4 years, just getting our butts kicked trying to buy a house, and we are to a point where we're so dissuaded that we're basically willing to do just about anything at this point to get ourselves in a house. And she has career dreams and goals as well that just haven't been able to happen. She wants to go to college and has wanted to go to college for a long time. She wants to earn a degree in psychology, and she has not been able to do that due to, you know, college is freaking expensive, you know. We just don't have the money for that. But, you know, the military might be the only option we get to handling something like that. And, yeah, it would really help. How I offer FHA loans? Yes, they do, and we have tried to look into it. The problem is that most sellers that we have made offers on houses for will not take an FHA loan. Last October was the last time we made an offer on a house, and we made an offer that was 10 grand over asking. I've told this story a couple times. We made the offer with an FHA loan. We were going to cover closing. We were going to cover basically any expenses that came up with the inspections. We were willing to do just about anything, but because we had an FHA loan, they weren't taking our offer. And they sold it to somebody that offered less money than us. And several other houses that we made offers on using an FHA loan were very similar story. And my dad was willing to help us with down payment at the time. However, at this time, he's not able to do that. He's making some big investments himself. He's you know, trying to do his thing, and you know, it's that funding just isn't there for us anymore when it was at that time, and it's no longer an option. So it's FHA loan, plus we need to come up with, you know, what is it, 3 or 5% or whatever it is that you have to have for the FHA for the down payment, and we just don't have that kind of funding as much as we wish we did. Just don't have it. And we have been saving for months and months and months, and it's just hasn't happened. This rate really feels like it's just not going to happen. On top of that, the other issue, I don't know if you've seen the housing market lately, but what used to be a $60,000 house is now a $100,000 house, and that $60,000 house still needs a crap ton of work. And a $60,000 house right now basically buys you a meth house. So it's housing market screwed, basically. It's screwed. On top of that, you're talking 9% interest rates on homes that are frankly disgusting. And I mean, to really get a nice house, right? Nothing fantastic, nothing fancy. A nice house, you know, you're talking $160,000 to $180,000, and that's hardly a double wide at that price. It's frankly ridiculous. And that's in Ohio, which is the cheapest real estate market in the country. So what do? I make about $60,000 a year, and I can't afford it. I figured growing up my entire life, you know, if I make $28, $30, 30-something dollars an hour, I'd be set, you know. Grew up my whole life thinking that way, you know. My dad made like $22 an hour from like the time I was, you know, 12 to 18, and he could afford the mortgage, and you know, we lived a fairly comfortable life where we went on vacation to Florida once every 2 years. I couldn't dream of that right now. I make more money than he did then. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. What's up, Pony? Missed the news, man. The other combine I have, Cody, is actually a mower. Actually a mower. I got that guy, and then this guy is the mower. Yeah. So we did need the combine, but that's all right. Looks like we're through this section of field at least. And it's crazy to me because all these old people are like, oh, well, today's generation's lazy. No, this generation works 4 times harder than the older generation ever did, and we make half as much money for it. So, even though it seems like we make more money because the dollar amounts have gone up, but yes, that's what it is. Oh, you did catch the news. Potentially joining the National Guard, yes. Still in the very beginning stages of setting this up, but potentially yes. That is the news. Clear combine, there it is. Hey, yeah, I'm looking at National Guard, and I'm working on setting it up for an MOS that is very unlikely to ever get deployed. We're looking at National Guard 91E MOS. If you know what that is, it's a Allied Trade Specialist in the National Guard. What if you could? Yeah, I'm still waiting. I gotta do my ASVAB next Thursday in the evening, so I won't be here next Thursday for that. If I test well on it, and all my work experience transfers over, which it should, I'm looking at potentially starting off as an E4 with this pretty significant bonus. That's what we're looking. I'm hoping I test well. Because it's a pretty significant amount of money difference in bonuses. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Whoa, what are you doing, Tony? Yo. What you doing there, buddy? I was like, what are you doing there? Power tripping? How long you'll be deployed for yet or not? So I probably wouldn't be deployed. More than likely, Jason. I don't know if you know how the National Guard works, but it's the reason it's the National Guard is it's not active duty, so it would be basically part-time Army is what it comes down to. Dean, yeah, how you doing, man? I do know that if all my work experience transfers over, I would have 10 weeks of basic training and 3 weeks of advanced individual training combined. So that would be 13 weeks I would be gone for at the very minimum. If my work experience does not transfer over, I more than likely would not go through with joining because of the money difference. And the other part is that I would have 19 weeks of advanced individual training. So it's that's basically the drastic difference, and that's kind of what I'm waiting to find out for sure before I completely commit to it. That's basically where we're at. As soon as I find out more information on that, like I said, I'll keep you guys updated and let you know exactly what's going on. If everything is going to transfer over, then it's basically a no-brainer. I'm probably going to do it. If it's not going to transfer over, it's kind of make it or break it, more or less. That being said, if I test well in the ASVAB, I still have potential for getting some really cool job in the Army. You know, could be a helicopter pilot or something, and I might still go through it. So yeah, gotta take the ASVAB, test well on it, see if my work certifications are going to transfer over or not, make decisions from there, see what's all offered to me, kind of go from there. I'm finding stuff out as you guys are. Appreciate it, Hooney. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to try not to leave you guys high and dry on the mod. I'm hoping I can at least get something set up at the very minimum to where you guys will still get it even if I am gone. So, could start tillage. Well, the problem is that we actually have another sunflower field to do. I don't know that we're going to get it done tonight. Probably not. Do we have another sunflower? No, we have 2 soybean fields to do. So, still plenty of work to go around here. A couple little strips there of crop left to harvest. Field 2. What was in field 2? We're plowing that under, that's for sure. Sugar beets, yeah. Field 2, I'm probably going to end up planting grass over there, I have a feeling. Always getting ahead of us. It is. It is. It's, you know, I tell you, it would really add another perspective to the channel as well, to the channel name, Tactical Farmer, if I could say, you know, I'm in the Army as well, you know. I feel like that could be cool. Not just Tactical Farmer by name. And, you know, potentially open up more content for us as well. I would like to add in realistic shooters to my genre of games that we do on this channel at some point. It's something I've been meaning to add in really since day one of creating this channel, and something that I'd like to do realistically on this channel if I'm going to do it, you know. You guys know my preference in gaming really revolves around simulation gaming, and you know, I feel like having some experience in that field with that could add some perspective to it. Could be fun. You know, maybe do some games like, you know, Escape from Tarkov is fairly realistic. Police Simulator is a game that I've had on my radar for a while. I haven't done because I really don't know police work very well, if I'm being honest with you. I have a rough idea of how a lot of things work there, but nowhere near as much as I'd like to speak with any sort of authority on it. You know, I think I'm going to take this combine possibly down to the other field. You know, Tarkov, there's several more realistic shooting games out there. Insurgency Sandstorm would be one that's fairly realistic. Games like that. Maybe more of the military side of the shooting games is what I'd like to add to our channel repertoire. Games I've always had a lot of interest in. I mean, part of basic training is basic room clearing, right? And if I know how to do that in real life, maybe I could add that perspective to some video games as well. Could be fun. By no means an end-all be-all, but Call of Duty I would say is very, very arcadey, but we could at least do campaign playthroughs and stuff like that. I do actually have the new Call of Duty pre-ordered. Mistack and I decided we were going to try it out. Fallout 4 again. Yeah, it's my favorite game of all time. One of my favorite games of all time, so I would like to do more of it. I need to add more videos to the channel in the long term. We'll say in the short term of the channel, the main priority is going to be finishing the mod out. Or getting it as close as I possibly can before I leave. And getting it in the right hands once I'm gone. Hopefully still be finished before I get back. Maybe even uploaded by somebody else potentially if need be. Getting it out there to you guys is priority number one. I'm not worried about any of the profits from the mod. I'm more worried about getting it out to you guys. Tomorrow night, well, I guess we have options. We could do Alma, Misourri like we're doing now, or we could return to our, what's the other map that just came out? American Farmlands, is that the name of the map? The Lancy Boy map. Hitting the other pipe. Start totaling those up, man. We got to get a crash counter going here for sure. We need a sheet for the points on all this stuff. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is for tomorrow. GHG, yeah, that map. American Farmlands, is that the name of it? Am I getting that right? I'll be honest, guys. I've been so unfocused on Farming Simulator the past couple weeks that it's been tough to keep track of names of everything that's come out. American Falls. Ah, that's it. That's it. That's the one I'm thinking of. I'll drop that header off. I'm gonna go grab my bean header. We'll head for the soybean field. I think it's around the corner there, I think. Might need to push the corn header out of the way. There's a crash counter. Yeah, I'd like to do something even more advanced than that. I'd like to make it, like, give us, like, an actual point system. How many points was that for sliding the header on the ground like that? You know what I mean? Something a little more sophisticated. Would be fun at some point. 1,000 points for that. That seems realistic. That seems mostly fair. How am I going to get into that field? I honestly don't know how you're supposed to get over there. Looks like street access. Let's see if we can make it over to the street. Or do we just cut across the drainage ditch there? It's probably a bad idea. Can I get this header through here? Nope. That's at least 1,000 points there. Took you 20 minutes. Nice. Ran over my alfalfa. Yeah, I don't think that... It's probably like first growth stage alfalfa. I ain't too worried about it. Oh, it did tear it down, didn't it? Uh-oh. Let's not beach the combine. It's probably a good idea. Can we get up this way? That's not even really the field I want, is it? Is that the field I want? That is the field I want. And it's not finished growing, is it? Well, alright. Alright, Nicholas, not a problem, man. I will check your messages here after the stream and get back with you on those. Have a conversation with you in the morning about it, if you'd like. Alright, well, that's finished. I need to return my headers here. Get that guy back, get that guy back. Let's get pipe out on this, get the truck pulled up to it. Okay, next farm simulator should add crash counter points. That would be cool. I'd like to try on Monday, Aaron. I'm gonna talk to a friend this weekend about figuring out what I'm getting hung up with on the mod. Hopefully figure something out, get some answers on what the issue is, what I'm struggling with, and hopefully that puts me back in the right direction, getting the mod moving again. We've been at a bit of a roadblock for probably the last month, I would say, that I have not been able to get past. Though I keep saying I'm going to get help on it and haven't. I've been trying to figure it out myself. And to be honest, I feel a little dumb at this point. I can't figure it out, so hopefully get some help. Hopefully get some things sorted out. Yeah, it's the it's called UV, just UV, that I'm struggling with. It's to do. It basically tells the game like how to apply the textures that you see on the model. Basically puts colors where they need to be and puts materials where they need to be. It's been a significant roadblock for a while now. So I need to get past it. I was really hoping to get this mod done by the end of the year, but this unfortunately has really set us back. And if we don't get it done by the end of the year, that's why. It's UV. That, and I had a whole wedding and everything, you know, in that amount of time, and that set us back a little bit too. So that's got a lot to do with the timing on this whole National Guard business, as well as wanted to make sure we were married before I entered and all that stuff. That's been fairly significant. Like I said, we'd been talking about this for a long time now. It's kind of been in our minds for a while. And yeah. I need to sell this TLX. Wherever this thing is, it's hiding somewhere. No idea where. What growth stage is this on? Be good to know. Final. Alfalfa's on final growth stage too. What the hell? That happened quick. Alfalfa grows quick, huh? Wow. Didn't expect that. Are we just about unloaded on the truck? What do you guys want to do tomorrow? Do you want to do American Falls, or do you want to do more of this map? What would you guys like to see? It's your vote. I think I'm gonna get this tractor pulled back, and I'll get it set up with some tillage equipment. Get ready to start on all that. Different game. We can do a different game. Depends on what you guys want to see. We could do some more house flipper. You guys seem to enjoy the house flipper stuff. Although it was kind of laggy for stream. I don't know if that's the best idea. Construction sim. We could do just about anything. Fallout. Ugh. I really do want to do Fallout. It's just hard to stream. It feels like we make such little progress every time we play it. And it's hard to get people in here to watch Fallout streams. Those of you that show up to every stream are basically the ones that show up to that. So what brought me to modding was that the Kubota pack came out and there was no subcompact tractor in the pack, and it really ticked me off, to be honest with you, that Giants did a Kubota pack and give us a subcompact. And the 1025 is my first mod. That's the only mod I've ever done. And obviously it still has a lot of work to go. So, although it is in game and it does, for the most part, do stuff. Doesn't work perfectly, but it does stuff. This guy does fit out this door, right? Yeah, no problem. I want to, while we're kind of just hanging out, finishing stuff up for the night. Tell me what you guys would like to see. What would you like to see me stream, Cody? I'd like to hear personal opinions. Is there any new mod or new maps out? I know we just did the American Falls map build recently, but this map build is not too terribly old. I wouldn't be against doing another farm build. You guys know I do like doing those. They seem to do fairly well on views and all that good stuff. I'll be honest though, for the next couple months, I'm not going to worry too much about viewership because it's going to come grinding to a halt very quickly anyhow. So that's definitely not top priority. Whatever you guys want to see, whatever you guys want to come in and hang out, watch me do. That's what I want to do. Fallout's on the list. We'll do Fallout. If other game you guys like to see me play, we do that. Oh, me too, Forward Ag. How you doing, Forward Ag? Welcome in, man. How's it going, buddy? Good to see another modder in here. But dear Patreon, yes. Yes. South Africa map? Never done a South Africa farm build. That would be very interesting. South Africa is a fairly wealthy country. I'm not sure what the farms there are like. Something new, surely but slow, or slowly but surely. Yeah, me too, man. I've been working on this 1025 pack for a real long time, and yeah, it's getting there, but very slowly. Currently hung up on some dirt and wear mask stuff, having trouble with some UVs. Trying to get back to that, but my first mod, obviously I probably bit off more than I could chew, to be honest, but we're getting there. Working on it for well over a year now. Taking sanity breaks, doing some actual farming. Nice. Very cool to see what you come up with. Always look forward to seeing what you got. I gotta go back out to that trailer. Where was that trailer at? It's way out that way. Grain cart. And I'm driving right through a field. Of course I am. Wouldn't be me if I wasn't, right? Further than it was? Yes, for sure. Point where I have time again. I'm coming up on a point where I probably won't have much time. I'm potentially joining the Army National Guard, and might be running very quickly out of time. Hoping to get it done by the end of the year, but we'll see how that goes. Still waiting to find more information and get confirmations on a lot of things. I got a good group of buddies that's helped me out along the way, and we're making progress, so. Hopefully by the end of this year, we can get it close to Mod Hub submission. We'll see. Yes, it's very few and far between these days to find guys that are willing to take the time to teach, take the time to do actual work on stuff for other people. It's very hard to find guys that are good for that. And the few I've found are all very good guys. Let's get this combine set up with a grain header. That would be 300. That's got to be at least 3,000, right? Can't run into the tractor I made. Let's get another header going here. Screw it, I'm throwing an HD50 on it. Release that guy. Facing the wrong way, of course. 700. I'll negotiate. We'll do 1,000. XML. Picky, keep things clean. Yeah, I've found that out about myself very quickly as well after looking at other people's work to figure out how to make my own mod work. I have become very picky on how the XML should be done. So many people in the modding world these days that just kind of throw it together and they're happy with however it looks. I like my XML to be very, very clean and very, very troubleshooter friendly, or very, very new modder friendly. I want other people to be able to look at what I've done to use on their own work. Oh, that's cool. I will definitely check that out. That's I have not seen anyone do that. I like to do the double spacing between lines and stuff like that to make it very easy to navigate everything in one spot that you need. And I do know what you mean about clean, organized XML. Trying to do the same with GE as well, and that's, you know, GE is obviously very picky. If you got something in the wrong spot, it just won't work. Drives my OCD absolutely nuts, if I'm being honest. Oh my gosh, man, that was by far and away the biggest headache. And I tell you, the other thing is with a subcompact, there's quite a few things on it that are just different to how every other mod that's in the game works. The front loader, for example, most front loaders have an arm that goes between the top and bottom pivot pin, and the cylinders actually move that bar. I can show you on another loader. I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about roughly. Yeah, you got this this wing is what it's known as in GE and XML, and not having that wing has caused me more headache than I know what to do with. But the real life one doesn't have it either. So what ended up being an issue was this pivot. It's very hard to see. Moves ever so slightly up and down. And you can't get it to stay in the right position no matter how you do the G, no matter how you do the XML. And actually this lower pivot here for a while was all over the place as well, and it just did not matter what I did. That's, yeah, you run into stuff like that with doing stuff that's just smaller than everything else. A lot of my goal for this mod has been to try to create framework for anybody else that wants to do subcompact tractors. Try to give a rough approximation of attachments that could technically work on most other mods. And say somebody wanted to do a Kubota subcompact, for example. Here's a box blade, and there's an option for no decals or decals. So if somebody wanted to to add this to their pack, they wouldn't have to necessarily make attachments for every single thing that they for their tractor. They could just make the tractor, and it's caused a lot of headache. I'm trying to make everything fairly universal. My attachment system isn't necessarily John Deere specific. While it may look very John Deere, it might not necessarily be John Deere specific. It's very similar to Kubota's mounting system for the attachments. It's very similar to several other small tractors like Mahindra. Could easily be used as a placeholder. It's yeah, right there, Daniel. If you wanted to add it to your backhoe, you possibly could make that work. And I've made them all skid steer attachments. So if you wanted to use regular in-game skid steer attachments because somebody had a better attachment than me, you could attach it. Whereas front loader attachments are too big and would cause the tractor to tip over. There's been a lot of compromises like that that's cost a lot of pain. Can be universal but aren't. Yes, that's trying to avoid a lot of that. Same with the mower deck. If anybody had to use it that way, you could. Right on, Ford Ag. I appreciate you popping in, man. Good to have a conversation. I will definitely let you know if I run into anything that requires some forward thinking. Appreciate you, man. Going late tonight? No, we're probably pretty much done here. I was finishing up good conversation. Place the stuff you buy wherever. That is store deliveries, and if you're on PC, it is a Mod Hub mod. That is a Mod Hub mod. Yep, I'm gonna catch the end of this strip here. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Maybe more of this, maybe something else. I don't know yet. We'll see. We will see. All right, we can talk about it for a minute here. What do you guys want to do? I'll give you a few options here, and whoever I'll say 2 suggestions for said item is what we'll do. Alma, Missouri, American Falls, or other options could include American Truck Sim, Construction Sim, Call of the Wild. We haven't done, or Call of the Wild the Angler, or we could do the Hunter Call of the Wild. Russian Fishing 4 was kind of fun. We could do that again. House Flipper. I'm going to say not Call of Duty. Fallout 4. Could do Forza Horizon 5. I haven't done that in a long time. Or Starfield. Those are the options. What do you guys think? You tell me. ATS has been a long time. I'm okay with that. Actually, wouldn't mind a nice drive in ATS Forza. I never made much progress in Forza, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to get back to that. Do a little Forza stuff. I might even use the wheel. I got the wheel all set up, so definitely be an option. ATS, Forza. Let's hear another suggestion. Or, if you agree with one of those 2 options, we'll do that. What do you think? What do you think? Somebody hit me with something. Let's hear it. What do you guys think? Construction Sim. Here's another option. Fine with any of the above. Well, I'm not too bothered by any of them. Anything else on Steam we could grab? Could be fun. We could do a first-person shooter, too. We haven't I haven't suggested any of those. There's a few that are pretty cheap. I know Insurgency Sandstorm, if I remember right. Go to the store here. Construction. There's 2 suggestions on construction. Something we haven't done before would be Insurgency Sandstorm. Nope, never mind. Price went up on that. I'm not going to buy it tomorrow. This was $7 on Friday. I would have bought it. I should have bought it. Categories. Let's see. What would be good? We could do first-person shooter. Let's see what's out there. Nothing expensive. Never done DayZ. That would be a lot to learn fairly quick. Far Cry 6. I think we did a playthrough on Far Cry 4 when I first started the channel, or Far Cry 5. I can't remember which one it was. Sniper Elite. Could be fun. So far, Construction Simulator, unless you guys got another idea. And give it another minute or two here. Let you guys decide. Squad's a game I wanted to try for a while, but I'm not paying $50 for it tonight. Let's see. Narrow buy. And let's do discounted. What's discounted? Anything good? Top. Ever stream Forza? I did way back in the day, and actually I have somebody made, a good buddy of mine made a few custom skins for me that I'd like to bust back out. So, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I think I might do Forza. Here soon though. Let's do a shooter of some sort. I'll keep an eye out, see if something goes on sale, and see if I can't find something good for us to do. That'd be cool. So, all right. Yeah, let's play it on tomorrow doing some Forza. All right, guys. That's all I got for you tonight. I will see you guys in tomorrow evening. Hope you all have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night. Take care. Bye.